Failure is not fatal. Failure is not fatal. But what do you do when you fail at something? All of us fail. All of us do. Jesus is the only one on the planet who has not failed at something, and so when we're in the place of failure, how do you recover from that? How do you what's the process? And I think one of the things that I want to be able to focus on just in our last reflection this week is that we need to be able to consistently bring our failures to Him. The scripture encourages us to cast our cares upon Him, cast our anxieties, literally is what that's saying, that we come to Him and we bring Him our failure. We bring it to Him and we bring it to Him and we bring it to Him and we let it go. Now, if you don't bring it to Him and let it go, what ends up happening is you and I tend to live a protected, sort of shielded life. Like we got our force fields up that we're trying to protect ourselves. And when we try to protect ourselves from others, we end up protecting ourselves from God. And He's the one that we need more than anyone else, speaking into us, breathing into us, pouring His grace, pouring His Spirit, pouring all of His resources into us. And the enemy, on the other hand, sits kind of right there at close range and just accuses and accuses and accuses and accuses. And he speaks to us and amplifies and magnifies our failures and just speaks those accusations over and over and over again. In Zechariah chapter 3, verse 1, it talks about that here's the priest standing before God and Satan is standing next to him, accusing him. Jesus calls him the accuser of the brethren. That this is kind of to silence him. We've got to come to the Lord and bring these things to Him and let Him have them. Let Him, release those failures to Him. So I want to ask you to do that today. Take a little bit of time, take a big deep breath, and bring the things that the Spirit of God brings to your remembrance. Bring those things to Him and lay them down and let Him have them. Release them to Him and release them today.